I'm going to show you guys a cheap body skincare recipe that you can make at home that actually healed my back acne.
Here's part 2 of how to make some sugar wax at home.
How to glow up in only one evening at home, saving $1,000 and only doing 4 steps.
To shave it. Not only did I shave my whole face, but I also touched on my eyebrow.
Love just taking a damp cloth.
The new year is upon us, and a lot of people are trying to glow up, level up, become their best self. Or maybe you just really like beauty maintenance. Well, here are some beauty hacks or beauty tips that might just be able to save you some money.
Amy has smooth skin and white armpits because she has money. Girl, who said anything about money? Girlies, listen. I'm going to show you guys a cheap body skincare recipe that you can make at home that actually healed my back acne and helped whiten my armpits. I do this routine 2 or 3 times a week. Like, who said anything about money, girl? Like, there's no more excuse after watching this video, okay? First, you're gonna grab a bowl and a wooden spatula.
Okay.
And only 2 ingredients, okay? Vaseline and rice bran oil. It has to be 100% rice bran oil, not those like cheap kind, okay? You're going to get Vaseline or any type of petroleum jelly. You're going to scoop up a good amount of Vaseline. It depends on how you want the thickness to be.
Right.
Put it in the bowl. Next, rice bran oil. You're going to put about a good full spoon. Next, you're going to mix. You want the consistency of a mashed potato. Next, you're gonna take this rice Vaseline mixture and apply it onto your skin like this, especially on the areas that are very dry or areas that need whitening. After you're done, you're gonna be glistening like this. Look at how clean my feet are. I take care of my feet like a baby. I'm going to show you a foot routine that I do. We're gonna take this mixture, put it onto my feet. We're going to massage it a little bit more so that all the bloating goes away. We're gonna take a saran wrap, and I do this every night before I go to sleep. We're gonna take a saran wrap. I'm going to wrap my feet around it.
Every night? That's a high frequency. I wasn't expecting this. I actually don't know how I ended up here, and I gotta give a disclaimer. I don't know, nor am I qualified to say if any of this stuff works. These are the most popular videos I see on TikTok about beauty hacks. The girls on TikTok were eating it up. This is news to me. This is what y'all are doing for the soft feet. I thought people were just getting the cheese grater thing if they need. Some of y'all know about the cheese grater.
As the final step, I'm going to take a sock, put it over the saran wrap, like so, and go to sleep. Go to sleep like this. The next morning, your feet are gonna be like a baby's feet.
Somebody commented, where do I get rice bran oil? I ain't even heard of this before. And y'all are over here saying, me after putting all the products in my FYP in the cart. And somebody here is saying they only trust certain people when it comes to the skincare. And she had beautiful skin, by the way. And somebody else said, are we just all gonna ignore how easily she's holding her foot up? I was like, did she really just put it up like that? And we were just supposed to focus? It was so random. And I'm not a fan of other people's toes. No offense, so I gotta pack this up. But this might be a good tip. Y'all let me know if y'all ever tried this.
Here's part 2 of how to make some sugar wax at home. This is how it's looking. It's fully cooled down and set now. I can press my finger into it pretty easily. So I'm gonna scoop a little bit out and show you the consistency. If you find that it's a little bit too stiff, you can pop it in the microwave for literally like 20 seconds. But just be careful because it gets really hot really quickly. So this is how it looks. It's super sticky. So this is too stiff to actually use. So what I'm going to do is just warm it up in my hands a little bit, and the consistency should just start to loosen up, and then we'll be ready to wax. I just absolutely love this process. Like, I can't believe this is just basically sugar and lemon juice, and it just makes waxing at home so cheap, so much easier and quicker. It leaves your skin feeling so smooth, and there's no waste because you can just rinse this down the sink.
I thought she was going to eat this. This looks like a honey mixture to me. Is this what the girls is doing? Is this the...
Once it's kind of looking like this consistency, it's obviously a lot easier to maneuver. Now it should be ready to wax. I'm going to show you just on the inside of my arm. So all you do is just scrape it along your skin like this, and it should glide up quite easily. And then you're just going to pull off in the opposite direction. Like that, and you can actually see like the dry skin coming off of my arm, and you can just reuse this little ball over and over again until you finished your wax. I usually use about this much for an entire leg wax, which is just insane. Sometimes it will get a little bit loose as your hands and your legs get a little bit warmer, but you'll pretty much know when it's time to get a new ball of wax because you won't be able to pull it off anymore. And also the great thing is if you get any kind of stuck that won't come off, you can just rinse it off with warm water. So there you go, that's how to make your sugar wax wax at home.
I have never heard of sugar wax until today. So this isn't normal wax. So many levels and so many different things online, so many products. She said her leg hairs hate to see her coming. And there are people asking, is it edible? Yeah, because it looks like something out the beehive. Somebody here said, I tried making this a while ago and I burnt my leg so bad. Did she warm it up too much? Now, if y'all try any of this, this is at your own risk. Because with a lot of these DIY things, it does come with risk because many people aren't professionals. And a lot of these things work for people, but I can't make you no guarantees. They said, do not put this down the drain. Otherwise, it will cause damage later on. Oh, you definitely don't want this stuck in your drain.
Girl, you gotta stop paying salon prices for stuff you can easily do at home. So welcome back to part 10 of my DIY beauty maintenance series, where I show you how to glow up without breaking the bank. And today we're tackling microneedling at home. And disclaimer before the haters get mad, I'm not an esthetician. I'm just a girl on the internet, and this is how I personally do. This is the supplies you're gonna need. First, make sure to get some sterile gloves because obviously we don't want any germs or bacteria on our skin. You're gonna need isopropyl alcohol. You're gonna need a slip for your skin. You also are going to need your microneedling pen. I personally use the Dr. Pen. And numbing cream is optional, even though I personally recommend it because microneedling hurts like a... And as always, I get everything from Amazon. Now for prep, I always make sure to double cleanse my skin so it's completely clean. And then on my clean skin, I go in with numbing cream and do a thin layer all over my skin and leave it for about 20 minutes. While the numbing cream is doing its magic, I go in and wipe everything with alcohol to make sure it's completely sanitized and clean. Then after the numbing cream, I wash my skin one more time. And then this is when I go in with the isopropyl alcohol. It's gonna sound crazy, but you're gonna wanna wipe alcohol across your face, which sounds illegal, but you want absolutely no bacteria or anything on your skin, so it's necessary. And then you're gonna attach your cartridge to the Dr. Pen. I'm personally using a 12 needle cartridge. Basically, the smaller number of needles on your cartridge, the more painful it's going to be. So my personal kit of Dr. Pen came with 12, 36, 16, a whole bunch of different cartridges that you could pick from. And then you never want to do this on dry skin, so I take my slip, which is usually just a hyaluronic acid mix, and rub it directly on my skin. I turn my Dr. Pen onto level 6 and keep it at level 6 the entire time. And I work in small sections of my face, so half of my forehead, my cheeks, my nose, my chin, etc. And I put the depths on screen of how deep I go for each section of my skin because it differs. But basically, I go in horizontal lines, vertical lines, and then I make small little circles on each section. And I'm making sure to glide the pen. I'm not adding any pressure, and I'm also avoiding any active pimples. You can see I avoided all the ones on my forehead. For my under eyes, I make sure to pull the skin a little bit below my orbital bone to do the microneedling. And I'm always super generous with the slip on my skin. I never want to be tugging or dragging the device because that will lead to scarring. And I just repeat those steps on every section of my face, the horizontal lines, the vertical lines, and then the small little circles. And as for aftercare, I don't wear any makeup, skincare, anything on my skin for at least 48 hours just to make sure my skin is having time to heal. And obviously the first few days of healing are a little scary. My skin is super red, tight, and dry, but these are my results after a week. My skin is glowing, hydrated, plump, and just looks overall really nice.
And the after was amazing, but I was a little nervous, y'all. Again, I'm no professional, especially in skincare. I'm actually terrified to do anything like this as a DIY because your face, y'all, your face is the first thing people see about you. Like, if I mess myself up, y'all gonna know because I'm on camera. I can't take no chances, you know, and I'm glad that she is so confident and her results came out so good. But y'all, I want to say this as caution, and I know this turned out really good for her. 1000%, if you're gonna do anything to your face, talk to a dermatologist or somebody licensed on skin, a licensed esthetician, and make sure whoever you're talking to has a license active. Some people be getting the boot, and I'm not necessarily confused on why she would keep doing this because after seeing how it worked for her, she seems like she has it down pat. But I feel like she didn't just jump off the porch knowing how to do it like this. Like she had precision. She knew how to do the strokes and not to drag stuff and how not to scar her skin. And I'm glad that she's probably saving herself hundreds of thousands of dollars doing such a costly procedure at her house. But I know videos like this are all over TikTok of people doing microneedling on themselves as part of the self-care. It was a must that we talk about this. But y'all be careful. Be very careful. But her results turned out amazing. Amazing. I fear if I did the same thing, I'd be all scarred up because I have extremely, extremely sensitive skin. And people are asking, what is the point of microneedling? It's basically the needles poke the skin, making micro tears to the skin, and the skin is shocked and starts to produce more collagen. Well, that's according to this right here. Somebody here comments, oh no, please do not not. However, somebody replied, DIY microneedling is worth it, so you save so much money and get great results. And that's why people are doing this. This sort of procedure, hundreds of dollars at the dermatologist or with an esthetician. And somebody said, me watching your video, did this go wrong? Or is this separate? Maybe she was doing another beauty hack. There's an esthetician in the comments that is saying that she did great. And I need to know, is this one of the beauty hacks that you are doing to save money? The Dr. Pen has become very popular on TikTok. And a lot of people got it. A lot of people are scared, like me.
This man wants to ask me out when my nails, my lashes, and my hair not done. I came straight to the beauty supply store. And as soon as I get in the store, I know no budget. So I told myself I'm only gonna spend $100. I headed straight to the Organese section and picked up 2 bundles because I know I could whip up a ponytail real quick. Even though I'm doing a ponytail, I'm gonna take care of my real hair. So I picked up this Shea Moisture Intensive Hydration Mask and my Style Factor Edge Booster. I can't do no style without it. Also wrap strips from my ponytail. Then here I go getting distracted. It's a whole boutique in the middle of the beauty supply store. This is like a wonderland for girls. We got purses, we got shoes, we got everything. I had to get back on track. I always need a new edge brush, so I picked up this one by Red by Kiss and it's dual head, so I had to get it along with their ponytail holders. I couldn't remember if I had any more gossipy, so I got a small one and then I picked up some hair glue. Girl, they had lashes on top of lashes, so I found these clusters and I was just like, oh, they're cute, let me get them. I don't got no time to play. Add them to the cart. And I moved straight onto the nails. When I tell you they had yellow, they had purple, they had French, they had diamonds. I'm a Kiss press-on girl, so that's what I got. When did NYX butter glosses become $5.99? I mean, I still picked up one along with a lip liner. I'm in the lip liner section for a long time. As a dark skin girl, y'all already know. And I don't care. I'm still gonna pick up the 99-cent combs and the eyebrow razors. Finally made my way to the register and the total kept rising. And I'm like, okay, girl, only got $100. So how much I think I spent?
I mean, it looked like she kept it under $100. And honestly, if you were to get your hair done, more than likely, that $100 probably would have been gone, even just for a ponytail. Not only did she get hair stuff, she got like some eyelash stuff. So that's one expense down. And then she got the nails, which going to a nail salon, I'm seeing people pay $120 to $160 just for fingernails. We're not even talking about the toes. She put in something there that was around $9 press-on for the hands. This is a lot more budget friendly, way cheaper than $140 because that's ridiculous. However, I know the price of everything is going up. And look, y'all are doing the self waxes at the house. And I'm glad that y'all are able to wax, but y'all are giving me jump scares.
Day, which means maintenance day, and I desperately need. Eyelashes are hanging on by a thread. Eyebrows need to be done. Nails need to be done, and hair needs to be touched up. So let's go. First going in with this lash remover to remove these lashes because they need to go. Eyelashes are sliding right off, and I look so weird without them. My lips were ashy, and I'm going in with Vaseline, which is very controversial, but it takes it off. Next, I'm taking off all my jewelry because we're doing my hair. I ended up doing a Brazilian blowout on myself, which I thought I recorded, but I didn't, and they stripped my color. So in the meantime, I'm using Cara Color, knee gloves, and I'm just putting it all on my hair. Now that I have the hair completely covered, I'm going in with a moisturizer and greasing my face up to shave. Not only did I shave my whole face, but I also touched up my eyebrows, which needed to be done. I left the Cara Color on for 30 minutes, and this is what I looked like after. I look like a wet dog. I'm going in with this Heritage leave-in conditioner all over my hair, and this is the longest part, blow drying, so I'll be back when it's done. Boom, it's done. I'm gonna have to ask you to disregard the bang. I'm growing them out. Next, we're doing lashes. If you don't know how to do them, I have 20 million tutorials posted. I ended up doing one stack here, and then I double stacked it. I personally like a fuller lash. Next is these nails. I'm prepping my nails here, but I did get these nails off the TikTok shop and threw on some top coat, but they will be listed in my next video, and that's all. Bye.
Now, I thought she did a great job. I thought she looked great before also, and I also didn't know that eyelashes just melt off like that. I've never seen that happen. I didn't know that's how it worked. Now, I've seen a lot of people do some really expensive things to get their hair to look just as nice as I think hers look. I thought it looked really good. It looked like she went to the salon. And is this the equivalent to a dermaplane, like when you do the face shaving? For everything she got done, some people already would have spent about $800 bucks. She got everything: hair, nails, eyelashes, eyebrows, all from the comfort of her home. And people are saying here, she's so beautiful. Oh gosh. And honestly, I think what she did was very realistic. I think most people would likely do a lot of the things that we're seeing in her video specifically. You know, giving yourself a little dye to your hair, not going to the salon. Very budget friendly if you ask me. And she didn't do nothing too crazy that we're like, hey, wait a minute. Like, we like that you saving money, but we just want you to be safe. Granted, even dyeing your hair can go terribly wrong for many people. But sometimes when you just try and DIY stuff, you got to be ready for whatever come next. Because you can blame the professionals if something goes wrong. You can't blame nobody but yourself if you walking around looking crazy and you DIY'd something.
How to glow up in only one evening at home. Saving $1,000 and only doing 4 steps. You will save $100 on your lashes, $150 on your skin, $150 on your hair, and $600 on your lips. Number 1 is starting off with heatless curls to wake up with a perfect glow up the next morning. Part my hair into 2 sections. So this is section 1. Then I brush through my hair and roll in my curling rod. Done with number 1. Literally took 10 seconds. This is section 2. Now apply the second one.
She has long hair.
And I'm done with the heatless curls. Number 2 is a lash lift, and it's absolutely time because my lashes have no lift anymore. It is super easy. Number 1 is cleansing our lashes. We're going to use this cleanser here. Apply a little bit on a cotton pad and then just cleaning our lashes. That there is no skincare on them, no Vaseline, no nothing. They have to be totally clean. Done with step 1. Now we're going to take the lifting pad and the glue. I always use size L. Then we're going to apply the glue on the lifting pad to glue it on our eyelid. Let it dry a little. Glue it on. Now we need the cleaning tool and glue our lashes onto the pad like this. My lashes are glued onto the pad, and now I'm going to apply perm 1 only here in the center of my lashes, and I'm going to leave it on for 12 minutes. 12 minutes are over. We're going to take off perm 1 with a cotton pad. Now apply perm 2, the blue one, also here in the center. Leave it on for 12 minutes. 12 minutes are over again. We're going to take off perm 2 with a little bit of the cleanser. The goal is to gently take off the lashes. I'm totally in shock. The result is insane. It looks like I just got lash extensions and not a lash lift. A lash lift can make such a huge difference, so if you don't have one, do one at home. I'm going to do the other side now and show you the result then. Okay, I'm done with the second side and it looks so good. Super obsessed with my lashes. Now to number 3, our lips. We're going to use a lip stain pencil to wake up with the perfect lip color. I'm going to line my lips. As you can see, the lip pencil doesn't come off for the next 24 hours. Looks so good. Really looks like a lip pigmentation, but it costs nothing compared to it. Okay, done with the lips. And now to a skin glow up, because we also want to wake up with glass skin. So we're going to use a collagen mask, apply a lot on our skin, and the next morning we will have the plumpest and also glowiest skin ever. I love to use this mask when my skin needs a glow up, and this collagen mask feels like a skin treatment because it makes my skin looks super healthy and just perfect. Okay, done with the mask. You will look a little bit crazy before going to bed, but trust me that it's absolutely worth it because tomorrow morning you will wake up looking gorgeous. Good night.
I learned a lot. So the eye stuff, the sticky stuff, it holds the lashes up. Well, okay. And first off, let me talk about this hair. Her hair is so long, and I thought she was styling it when she put it in that little roller thing. I thought that was the style. I thought she was going for 50 to 60s updo pinup girl style. I don't know. She's going to sleep, y'all. Now, I know a lot of y'all are probably like, this is a lot. And still, you want to be very careful putting any sort of products near your eyes. You know, obviously, she's done this many times before. The results came out really good. I did notice the difference in her eyelashes and also the lip stain. But I just would be a little nervous putting something that close to my eye. Because again, this is your face, like your face. I think some things are a little bit more forgiving than others when, you know, you're trying to save money. Y'all be careful if y'all are out there doing this. Protect your eyes. Okay, now she made a little comment here on her video saying, I'm bored. Tell me the most unhinged DIY beauty tips for treatments that you'll never get professionally done again. I'm not talking about I just use Men Beard to dye my brows. I want the unhinged, unheard of, genius level tips. And I'm excited to look in these comment sections. Now she started it off by saying, I'll start. I do my own hair trims at home and I just save myself $150. Somebody else here says, I do my own Brazilian blowouts. Saves me about $800 a year. Somebody here says, I went to YouTube University and I do everything at home. Somebody here commented, I went to esthetician school just so I could learn and get the license to do my own skin. Smart. I can buy professional products at a discount. I'm disgusted at myself for paying $150 for a basic facial before. You know what? That might be the hack right there. That's the one. That's the big money saver, especially if you're really about skincare. And this is the one right here. My dad does a full head of foil highlights on my mom every quarter. Looks better than anything I've ever seen from a salon. And I taught my fiance how as well. The Cosmo students were floored when I tell them that's the real hack. I've been trying to get my husband to interlock my microlocks. He ain't with it. But for those of y'all who can convince people around you to help you out, hey, good on you. You gotta get it how you live. Save some money. I'm not mad at it. This comment says, I use a waterproof eyebrow pencil to fill in my part where my hair is thinner, so you can't see my scalp as much. That is completely unhinged. But I understand, as somebody who has alopecia. Y'all might not be able to tell, but it's in the back. We done already went there and talked about this. This woman said, I learned how to do my own nails because I hated how the nail salon would do them. Got so good I became a nail tech. Y'all, if you got a passion, this might be the start of something. And you can save yourself some money. This comment says, my mom taught me how to thread my brows because she learned in prison. You know what? I'm not judging. Hopefully she's a changed woman. But that's interesting that she learned how to do something like that in prison. I never knew that they taught. Who taught that in prison? Talk about an unhinged comment.
This is how I save hundreds of dollars every month doing my own beauty treatments at home. Number one, I do my own lashes. I used to spend $100 to get extensions and then like $50 to get them removed. Can I give you a close-up so you can see how I do them?
It's $150 to get lashes removed? Removed. So they don't melt off like the one girl who did her lashes? Can't keep up.
I buy these kits from Amaze Girl on Amazon. Literally comes with the glue, the remover, tweezers, and a pack of lashes that'll last you like a month. And they take me 10 minutes to do. I leave them on for like 4 to 5 days at a time. I love these so much because as soon as they start to look a little ratchet, you can redo them. Whereas like extensions, you have to like book a fill or get them redone. The other thing you can do is customize them. So like during the school week, I do shorter ones. And then when I'm going out on the weekend, I'll do like bolder lashes. Next is switching to press-on nails. I used to get acrylics every 2 weeks and they were like $70 to $100 depending on the design. Now I just get Glamnetics. These ones are the best press-on nails. They last so long. You can get them from Amazon or Sephora. These ones are like pink chrome French tips and they literally last for like 2 weeks, same as acrylics lasted for me, and they're so easy to do yourself. It literally takes 10 minutes and it's $20 instead of $100. Lastly is dermaplaning. I feel like a lot of people go get facials done just so they can get a dermaplane done.
Yeah.
You can buy your own facial razors off Amazon for like $10 and do it yourself. Honestly, so easy, and I feel like this makes a massive difference to the way my makeup looks. When you dermaplane, your makeup will apply so much smoother afterwards. Like, this is no beauty filter, and I also find it so satisfying, so I just love doing it myself. And yeah, that's literally how I've been saving so much money recently, and I also just like the way that this turns out so much better. So I hope this helps.
And you know what? Comment down below, and I need y'all to be honest with me. Tell me the truth. I can take it. I have got dermaplaning done before. Is it the same exact thing as the razor? Is it? Because I got them razors. And dermaplaning, it can get costly if you keep coming back to do it over and over if you're hairy. And I got PCOS. That's why I'm asking. Is it the same? Me and my chin hairs need to know. And my mustache. That comes every other week. I'm human. What do you want from me? Might have been a little bit too real. Beauty hacks that have helped me save money. Use coconut oil, washable cloths to take makeup off. Game changer. Haven't had to buy makeup remover in years. That might also be good for sunscreen. I don't know. Doing nails at home. Once again, y'all, if you really want to save some money, then press-ons or doing it at home, learning how to do it, you're going to save so much money. And that's if you're one of those people that's like, I have to have it. Like some of y'all, like you sound like you will have a mental breakdown if you can't have your nails done. If it start getting too tight in the budget, this might be a good option. They say use some beard wax. I mean, not beard wax. They say use men's beard dye to dye your brows. Now, I've seen a few people do this on TikTok and it came out great. And I've seen some people do it, came out a little splotchy, not as crisp. Maybe they just needed a little practice. And again, practice makes perfect because again, these are DIY things, y'all. Typically, DIYers aren't professionals. Minimalist perfume collection will only buy new ones when these run out and not giving into the latest makeup trends. Oh, this is the one. Oh, Sephora got some of y'all in chokehold and Ulta.
If there's one thing I've mastered, it is how to be a baddie on a budget. I'm going to show you how to glow up. We're going to do nails, brows, lashes, tan, and a pedicure under $100.
The difference getting a brows done makes, I just get a brow wax and tin and it cost me $35. They look crazy. Trust me, they will settle down. It's just because they're just freshly done. Brows are just like one of the few things that I will not do myself and I will not attempt to do myself.
Showered and fake tan using the Australia Glow 1 Hour Express Tan Ultra Dark. This was $15 from Priceline. Do yourself a favor, get one of these from Kmart to tan your back. It really works so good. It makes tanning so much easier. Next up is tanning my face so it's a little bit more snatched.
Wait, you brush a tan on? I honestly thought people sprayed it. I have no clue. Look at me, y'all. I'm not trying to be funny. Y'all are putting me on because I never would have known this. You apply tan like makeup blush. Okay, this is, We all got different things going on. Because if I showed y'all some of the stuff I got to do, y'all be like, wait a minute, you do what now? Come again? I'm actually just intrigued.
Love just taking a damp cloth.
Wait, we not just finna fast forward past the fact that she did the contour. She did a tan contour and it stays like that for days. That was actually smart. I've never seen that, but I get what she did now if it stays. Y'all are creative. And now she's doing her lashes. She got some tape. Oh! Where y'all get these ideas from? So far, her running total is $66 that she spent so far for all the stuff she's done. Not bad.
I'm gonna get myself a pedicure and I'm using the OXX gel collection from Kmart and it's really good. You need to use thin layers and probably about 3 coats full. This is opaque. The UV lamp is only $10 from Kmart as well. I'm sorry guys. I cannot bring myself to put my toes on the internet. Alright, next up, I gotta deal with these nails.
I understand.
I have never seen such a cute set from Kmart in my life. So let's put these on. Now I do have a nail drill. You can just use a normal nail file. You need to buff off any shine from your nail. For our cotton pads, I'm using paper towel. You need to take an acetone based gel polish remover. Use this to dehydrate your nails so there's no oil on the nail bed. I'm actually in love with these. Yeah, you guys are welcome, by the way.
Oh, wow. I think she did great. $5 for the nails too. And it really is the little things, but it really did make a big difference. But she didn't break the bank. And that's really what I wanted to show. I wanted to show different people showing how they don't have to break the bank in order to achieve what sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars achieves. And I need for you not to hide it and divide it. Tell me, what are the beauty hacks that you swear by that save you hundreds of thousands of dollars? Because the people in the comments want to know, and I want to know too. Because there's people out here contouring their cheeks with spray tan, blush, whatever you want to call it, and I had no clue this is going on. And I just know there's more. But we got to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.